It's week 4 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the Buccaneers, and it's all up next.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. Greg, this is one of those games that we're old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, we would be fitting. We got a couple of teams who have to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
Here comes a return from the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Our 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall...
From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man is Jennings. But he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Niners first down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. So Kittle comes in motion. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. Length of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not make it behind the line. And 4th down is coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset.
49ers send their field goal unit on the field. This one will be from 37 yards out. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the 49ers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this league. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
On second down, Baker. A short one there to Otten. It'll be a pickup. Good for Buccaneers first down. Here comes Otten in motion. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They send Evans in motion. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Now, screen. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
We see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away. And how good these defenders are at knocking it loose. Pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there and prevent that from being a turnover.
A pickup there of 13. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. On the ground is Irvin.
Saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. This is caught. Pulled from the end zone. Touchdown Buccaneers. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. You're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
We are through 1. 7-3 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The veteran Mike Evans is heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irvin. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
To throw is Mayfield. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL most valuable player. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. He'll look to throw. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And third down. Coming up. They'll look to throw. A throw right side is intercepted.
You know, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Here comes Otten in motion. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
40-yard line.
Give. This is Irving. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there. Making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field. This one from 52 yards away. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Bucs will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can go out breaking our tie. We're all even at 10. As this drive begins, 1st and 10. This defense over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. What can they do here? 3rd down and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So Kittle comes in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. a pickup of 9.
And the 49ers.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that, be a bit of a letdown.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
He'll drop the throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job on the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll try and throw for it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And down by Devontae David.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're defending your own goal. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Buccaneers offense ready to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. 2nd down throw from Mayfield. It's complete to Evans. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Mayfield. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Nothing better than a big man touchdown. The defensive lineman comes up with a pick-6. Celebration time for the guys up front.
Yeah, Mike, and you can always see which guys have a little running back in their pass, because this big guy, when he got his hands on the ball, he was not being stopped until he found himself in the end zone.
Extra point attempt still to come. He knocks it through. And the 49ers go up by 7. It is now 17 to 10.
Buccaneers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. This one complete. It's Jalen McMillan. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Godwin working the right side. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Looking middle here, and he's got McMillan. Down at about the 45-yard line. A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll find McMillan here. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Throwing is Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They send Godwin in motion. On second down, Baker. Left side to Godwin. And he's going to be taken down after a big second
Illegal
down
block in the
pickup.
back. Offense.
Do have a penalty marker on the field. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not. And be taken down there.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spraying around, hasn't taken many chances, potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So, halftime here, it's the visitors, the 49ers, who are on top. We get you across the state to Orlando. And check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, as our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Jerron Brown has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Isaiah Pacheco, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. This one taken at the 7. And a solid one back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Irvin. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. Throwing is Baker. He gets this into the hands of Green. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. It's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They send Evans in motion. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 44-yard line.
To throw is Mayfield. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Gabe Otten.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, it was an easier throw.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Buccaneers first down. On the handoff, it's Irvin. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Baker to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Here comes Otten in motion. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. As he's on to punt for the second time. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The 49ers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. That's complete to Pearsall.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Throwing now from the gun. Going for it all. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete, but a good job defensively to meet just as the ball was arriving. And then it will be second down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll look to throw. Right back to Kittle. That's another one. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He is in. George Kittle. Touchdown. 49ers.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
24, Buccaneers 13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll run with Irving. He finds a seam, a good run. Past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll go again here with Irving. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Buccaneers first down.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle. That's Godwin. They're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here comes Otten in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. The throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. A hit, and he has lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, here's Irving. Whoa! Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tackles. Picks up 9 on the play.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
To throw is Mayfield. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by Renardo Green.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. He's got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Caught. This is Ayuk. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll motion a tight end right. They'll run on 2nd down. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Receiver in motion. Going right. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. There'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They send Godwin in motion. On 1st down is Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Austin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 21-yard line.
Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Sending a receiver right. On second down, Baker. There's Evans. He's got it. He'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Now a 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They motion the slot man left. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. A short one there to Otten. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Godwin working the right side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Going up top for Evans. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And he has missed this one. No good. And this will remain a 2-possession game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. To the ground, he'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They'll stick with him again. And he's in! Touchdown, San Francisco. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
First and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second down throw from Mayfield. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Mayfield to throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete. What can they do here? This is third and forever.
It's now third down and 1.
Now Mayfield. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point is up and through. And the Buccaneers are able to edge a bit closer. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
49ers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for our